We are having a wonderful panel this morning, so our goal is very ambitious because we are going to have the final talk on Bitcoin mining and energy and sustainability. Let's see if we're going to reach that goal today. I'm sure we're going to get quite far because I have a wonderful panelist with me today. I'm Luca's Managing Director of BLOCKCHANCE. We are an M&A and strategy advisory in the digital asset space. And I would open up the round for introductions.
Hi. I suspect this is not going to be the final talk on Bitcoin energy. I think there's going to be many, many talks in the future on Bitcoin energy. My name is Rachel Geyer. I'm the mum of 4 children, and one of my children introduced me in 2017 to Bitcoin, for which I'll be eternally grateful. Once I understood the full impact of Bitcoin, I knew I wanted to work for it. So in 2022, I started working as an unpaid intern at Munich International Mining to learn as much as I could about mining. And then since December last year, I work full-time for Terahash. Terahash.space is a mid-sized German company, family-run business, and we focus on Bitcoin energy. We're carrying out research into renewable energies with Bitcoin mining, and we also focus a lot on education to bring people up to speed as to the potential for Bitcoin mining in Germany and Europe.
Great, Rachel. Yes, it was. We have been very happy to have you also in Munich International Mining, of course. So far since then, many things happened. Also to us at Munich International Mining, to proof of work and Bitcoin mining in general. My name is Luca Infeld. I'm founder of Munich International Mining. Munich International Mining is a Bitcoin mining company providing retailers, B2C and B2B customers with Bitcoin mining hosting solutions. So we are hosting mining and hardware, miners and mining hardware all over the world, like in Paraguay, in Kuwait and in Dubai, not in Europe yet. So we will have a final and a very interesting discussion right now about this, I'm sure. And we founded 2021 since we started mining there, but we have been to Bitcoin and investing in it for several years, I think starting in 2016 or so. And now we are here and let's give it a try.
Hello everyone, I'm Xmei. I'm from Bitmain, and Bitmain is the world's largest mining machine manufacturer, and we always design and produce the most advanced Bitcoin miners. Our latest model is S19 XP Hydro and S19 XP. And I think right now, our Antminer is running in every data center of the world. And I think it's the second time I have been to Europe. And we're new to the Europe market. But I'm glad that we have some customers like Rachel from Terahash and also Luca. And we're looking forward to working with European customers to create a better digital world. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the introduction. I think that this panel is one of the few panels that actually focus fully on Bitcoin at the BLOCKCHANCE. So we are actually somehow in a niche topic at this conference. However, in the global perception, Bitcoin, compared to other cryptocurrencies, is playing probably still the major role. Rachel, maybe also for the audience, could you explain why you think Bitcoin is important and what role does proof of work play?
I think Bitcoin is important because it is the only truly decentralized cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency, and in so being, it got the first mover advantage that it was able to build up its network to such an extent that it is no longer possible to hack it. If you want to look at what the proof of work mechanism is, if you have a truly decentralized system. So at the moment we have a centralized system. So if I want to give 1,000 euros to Luca, I go to my bank makes an adjustment on my ledger, takes it down 1,000 euros, tells his bank adds 1,000 euros to his, so it's centralized, the banks decide what's on the ledger and everybody's happy. But if you have a decentralized system, it means anybody can have a copy of the ledger. So how do you come to a consensus as to what is the current state of the ledger? And this is where proof of work comes into it. It's the mechanism that they use to come to a consensus. So what happens is, say I want to send a Bitcoin to Xmei, then I will broadcast this transaction out into the network, and a miner will pick up the transaction, check that it's a valid transaction, put it into a block, fill up this block with up to 2,000 transactions, and then we'll carry out the proof of work, which is basically all the miners are in a race to try and be the first one to solve a puzzle. It's not a complicated puzzle, as you often hear. It's actually a very easy puzzle. It's a guessing game where you have to keep guessing and guessing and guessing a number. And it requires an awful lot of energy in order to guess this number. And this is where the energy consumption of Bitcoin comes into it. The first miner who finds the correct number then broadcasts the block and that number to the rest of the miners. The miners have a check and say, OK, yep, all the transactions are valid in the block. And the number that you found is correct, so he can then hang that block onto the blockchain, be rewarded with the Bitcoin. At the moment, you get 6.25 Bitcoin for every block that you get the transaction fees as well. And the whole thing just keeps the system completely secure. So it keeps the miners honest. There's no point putting any dishonest transactions or double spend transactions into a block, because it will be found, and then all that energy that you've put in will be wasted. So everybody is incentivized to stay honest, and the whole system is made secure by all this incredible amount of energy that's used to protect the system.
And Xmei, I think Bitmain is around for more than 10 years, so it's one of the pioneers in basically the puzzle solving. Maybe can you explain a bit of your history and what's your strategic focus now?
Yeah, we have been in this industry for more than 10 years, and from the beginning was true believers of the proof of work consensus mechanism. Because we believe in Bitcoin, and we believe the proof of work is the true decentralized and the most safe and the real decentralized consensus. Yes. And we always produce the most advanced miners, which means we provide the infrastructure for the Bitcoin or other POW blockchain ecosystem. And besides that, we're working on the POW education and the communication construction. Because